Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're gonna be doing a loan calculator. We're going fully into the web IDE development, and we will be using Visual Studio Code to code this application. You can actually use any IDE you want, whether Atom or Eclipse, whatever. But I will be using Visual Studio Code. But before we dive into the IDE environment, I just want to tell you what this application is all about. So it's just a simple loan calculator. Every error message and everything is well built in. We will be using Bootstrap 5 to program this, and of course plain vanilla JavaScript, and also we will be downloading Bootstrap 5 locally into our systems so that we can be able to use Bootstrap offline. Yeah, I will show you how to do that. And let's just play this or use this so that you can get the feeling of how it all works. Okay, once you start typing, as you can notice, it starts throwing an error. Amount should not be less than $50 or more than $50. So if we exceed an amount that is greater than $50, you can notice the borders are now green, which means error. If you enter any character that's not a number, it says invalid input. If you enter any number that is greater than $50,000, it will write it will pop up an error. And as you can also notice, the create loan right here, you can't do anything with it. It's disabled by default as long as these three inputs are still invalid. But if you start imputing the input value right here, it's a success. The interest rates, let's say 5%, and then we want it to be up to 2 years. That's the duration. As you can notice right now, the create loan has been enabled, and you can just create the loan. And when you tap on the create loan, it brings out this really nice spinner before it displays the result. And here is just the results, shows you the monthly payment and the total payment, and then of course the interest rate for the loan that was collected. So the interest rate for 5% interest within 2 years, the interest rate should be just $10 if you borrow $100. So this is just how this thing works. Of course, these other fields throw in their own errors. As you can see, once an error is thrown in, the result disappears, and the button right here, it's disabled unless it comes back to something that is a number, and also its limits, because this is a duration. You can only have a duration from 1 to 12. If you see 13, it will throw in an error. Duration should be 0 to 12 years. And of course for interest, it's on percentage. That means it should be on 100. So if you say something like 101, you will have an error. So that's just it. If you want to get a 100% interest within 5 years, that's like a double. You will have, of course, $500 within 5 years. So total payment would be $600. And that's just how the look and feel of this beautiful loan calculator was built up, basically on Bootstrap 5 and JavaScript, just nothing more. And just to show you, if you want to get the files for this project, it is right here on my GitHub page. I will be leaving the link right on the description below for you guys. You can have everything, including the offline version of the Bootstrap file. Everything is right here. You could just copy and just download the zip, or just clone it to your file system. So that's just it. I will leave the link as I've said before. And in this video, we will be, of course, going straight right into creating, downloading, and creating the first file before we start creating the file. So I'm right here on the Bootstrap page. So we will be downloading the page. Just go to getbootstrap.com if you want to download it, and we want to go to the installations. So we're going to click right here on read installation docs, and that is where we get the download files, and the one we want to get is just this first one, the compiled CSS and JavaScript. Just hit the download and it will automatically start downloading in it right here, and it's a very small file, so I already have it. So before we open the Bootstrap file, let us close this down and actually go to our desktop page and create a new folder for this project. So right here we're gonna go to new and create folder. We'll call it loan calculator. And we're gonna open this application right in VS Code. We're just gonna open VS Code, and so we're just gonna open our VS Code and simply drag and drop this folder right here into the VS Code environment. And we've opened it just like that. So we're gonna go to our downloads folder so that we can be able to extract the Bootstrap files into this loan calculator folder. And it's very simple. Just go to your file systems and let's run it through this place. Go to downloads, and here is the Bootstrap. If you downloaded it, it's gonna be on your downloads folder. So I'm gonna open it via WinRAR so that I can be able to extract it. Okay. If you don't have WinRAR, you just have to download one, and it's very simple. If you want to extract it, just click on the file and click right here on extract, and we want to extract it to the desktop, and click on the loan calculator folder and OK. And that's it. Just like that, we already have the files in it. You can also see it right here. We're having the CSS files and of course the Bootstrap.js files, and we're good to go. So let's create our first index.html and link our CSS files, and we're in. So right here we're just gonna get the default emmet templates. Just hit exclamation mark and tab. You have this default emmet templates. I'm just gonna increase the size. Okay, and hopefully you can see that. So we're just gonna change the title for the document to loan calculator, and we just have an h1 hello world, and save. So I will be running this file with live server. If you don't have live server, just go to this place. If you're using Visual Studio Code, just go to extensions and search for live server right here and install live server. It's very easy, and enable it. And we've run the code, so let me just make that minimum so that we can see the environment in the code. So we're gonna be linking the Bootstrap files. That's all we'll be doing for this part of the tutorial. The next tutorial we will be building the UI interface, that is everything concerning this place. We will be building it, and hopefully in the third video we will consider the JavaScript, the interactivity, the error handlings, and of course the calculations. Okay, so let's link the Bootstrap file immediately. So just have dot slash, so this is our Bootstrap file. Okay, we'll link the CSS, and what we're looking for in all of this is the one that says bootstrap.min.css, this one. Say OK, and just before the end of the body we want to link the script file for the CSS, and of course dot slash bootstrap slash js, and we're looking for bootstrap.bundle.min.js, and we're good to go. So let's save it, and as you can see, something happened right here. The font for this hello world just changed. Just to be sure that we have Bootstrap running, we're gonna add some Bootstrap classes just on the body tag. We want the whole environment to go dark, so we'll be having the class that says BG, that means background dark, and text white. So it basically makes the whole background to be dark and the texts to be white. And let's save and see. And as you can see right here, we have Bootstrap linked. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we will be having to go through the design